here's what we're buzzing about at NewsBeast. The Herman Cain train just got derailed again by a new allegation of this time a 13-year affair, not simply sexual harassment. I think this one's going to leave a mark. But first, we've got our cheat picks. I understand you've got an issue with Stalin's daughter, namely that she's dead.
Well, unfortunately, she is dead. She had one of the great lives of the 20th century.
Really?
Yeah, and ended quietly in a Wisconsin nursing home. But Stalin's daughter, she was the Shirley Temple of Russia. Perfume was named after her.
Weird.
And then there was some tension, believe it or not, between her dictator father and her teenage years. She sent, her first lover was exiled to Siberia. And then second lover disappeared mysteriously. Finally, she made it to the U.S. Third lover, kids, wonderful, interesting life.
Rebecca, is this the mother of all daddy issues? Having Stalin as a father?
The mother of all daddy issues. That's an interesting construction.
You're welcome.
I don't know. Sure. I think I read the obit yesterday, and it's just what a life this woman lived. And there were some incredible quotes in there about how she wishes her mother had married a carpenter, and various other regrets.
My favorite part was that her favorite magazine was the National Review. Someone should make that an ad immediately. Rebecca, what's your cheat today?
I'm interested in the coming Facebook IPO, which the Wall Street Journal broke wonderfully. $100 billion IPO next spring or summer should be huge, especially interesting coming now that we are, I think, just at the moment that the tech bubble is bursting, or that's what everyone says. All these dubious tech stocks are collapsing around us, but we have this bright, shining city on the hill.
Do you think this reinflates the bubble, creates a positive narrative about the economy in a presidential year?
I don't know about narratives, John, but I do think it's...
Yes, you do, to be honest.
You know, I mean, Facebook is not Groupon. These are very different companies, and it'll be really interesting to see what people do with this IPO. It
will be interesting. I'm guessing Mark Zuckerberg's going to get even richer.
That is a bold bet,
I'm just, John. I don't want to put it out there. I just think the dude's going to get richer.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that the number one story today and yesterday wasn't the explosion in Iran. For the second time in around a month.
Are you really amazed
I'm really
that?
amazed. Here's why. The whole world's freaking out about Iran getting nuclear arms, which is a very rational thing to be concerned about. You've had the second time in 2 months, in a month, of an explosion going off in an Iranian nuclear base that gets quickly denied. This time in the town of, I'm going to probably screw up the pronunciation, but Isfahan. Screwed that one.
Sounds like
that sounds right.
You sound like a native speaker.
Let's go with that. Yes, my Farsi is getting rusty. But here's the point. You got, and right now, this morning, perhaps not coincidentally, you've got the British embassy being stormed by Iranian students. This is a big deal. This is evidence on somebody's part about ops against Iran's nuclear program.
Yeah, my favorite detail of that story is the witness who heard the explosion told one paper, yeah, big explosion, and then told the second paper,
never
I
heard
didn't
nothing.
hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just car backfiring, really.
It's almost like they live in a dictatorship. So weird. But let's talk about our Obsessional, Herman Cain. That really excruciating interview this woman gave, Gloria White, alleging a 13-year affair with Herman Cain. And
he goes,
sorry, Ginger, you're right. I'm sorry.
I think that's an important detail.
It is. His wife is Gloria. I'm conflating the two, as he apparently might have at some time. So he goes on CNN and denies it, what we call a pre-buttal. And then his lawyer puts out a statement, apparently not coordinated, not denying it. Just basically saying, consenting adults, not harassment, none of your business.
I think the best response to this, if you're Cain's camp, is like, look at the guy who's surging in the polls. Newt Gingrich has had 4 wives. At least 2 of them overlap. 3 wives?
3.
Sorry.
Keeping it honest.
Was one of them named Ginger?
He did leave the one with the cancer, though. It's pretty awful.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
Here's what I think, though. I think Newt Gingrich perfectly exemplifies America's attitude toward infidelity and bad behavior in the domestic sphere, which is, actually, we'll forgive you if you do it. What we have a much harder time with is lying. Anthony Weiner is a very good example of this. So I think the mistake Herman Cain is making right now, to the extent he's really making a mistake, because I would argue the Cain train was never back on the tracks, but the big mistake is these lies. They're so transparent and it's so unattractive.
I mean, she brought out these phone records. He's texting her at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
This is just a sad sideshow. That's the thing to me. This is sad, and this is going to take a personal toll on his family. It's one more reason he never should have run for president.
But it's not
final
like-
word. Hold on. We got to do final word.
All right. Shameful.
Moral authority,
that's heavy.
Tony
Good
says
morning.
shameful.
Shameful.
I'm going to say toast.
Toast. Sideshow. That's all for us today at NewsBeast. We'll see you tomorrow. Sideshow.
Do it again.